Welcome, everyone, back to Unruffled Ladies. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is the Unruffled Ladies broadcast on today, March 22nd. You know that we're here every second and fourth Sunday. Please come on in. We welcome you. Share and like. We'd like for you to do that today. Share and like. We're having a part two of our podcast from March the 8th. And that's what we're going to be having our topic on today about. And I just want to invite you, share, um, put your comments in, and we'll make sure and address them. I do want to let you know that today is more than just about, women. It's about raising a generation of women, a whole generation of women. Okay. So, once again, welcome to the podcast. We have honest conversations that empower, inspire, and challenge us to grow. So today's episode is especially important because we're talking about something that shapes the future of our families, our community, and our world. Raising the next generation of confident girls. In a world that is filled with pressure from social media, it's unrealistic beauty standards and expectations about how girls should act, think, and look. Confidence can easily be shaken before it has a chance to grow. So, the big question that we're asking today is what is it that must change if we want to raise girls who know their worth, trust their voice, and walk boldly in who they are? Walk boldly in who God says that they are. So, whether you're a parent, a mentor, an educator, or someone who simply cares about the future of young women, this conversation is for you. Let's talk about the shifts that we need to make, the lessons that need to be taught, and the environment we need to create for our girls to grow up strong, fearless, and confident in their purpose. In other words, to be an unruffled lady, balanced, at ease, and confident. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm just really glad to be back on again for part two. Really excited about where the discussion will go on today. I'm so excited about our special guest that we have back with us again, Minister Jackie. We're so happy to have you
Woo!
on today, and we're just
Thank you for
so
having
excited. We
me.
also want to acknowledge our founder who's out today. She's not with us today, but she's with us in spirit, of course. Lady Dr. Gina Ned. We extend
Yes.
greetings to everyone from her. So I'm just really excited, and just to give a little bit about the description about what we'll be talking about. We're talking about confidence, and we know confidence, it don't just happen by accident. It doesn't happen by accident. It's nurtured. It has to be modeled and reinforced by the environments that our girls grow up in. And this is our
Mhm.
responsibility, as parents, as mentors, as teachers, and so forth. And in this episode, um, we're going to explore what it truly takes to raise the next generation of confident girls
Yes.
in today's world. And we know there are so many challenges out there, even now, the things that we're facing now, for our young girls, if they to look at the world today, and then not just for young girls, but just everybody across the board. If you
Mhm.
don't have the Spirit of God, if you don't have that relationship with Christ Jesus, if you don't have that confidence in Him, it will make you want to shrink back. It will
Yes.
make
Mhm.
you want to be fearful and afraid and in panic. But and it's even so much more critical even now, that we undergird our young girls, for the future that's ahead,
Yes.
even today and for the future that's ahead. And so I think that this is a very important topic. And so we just want to ask that you join in and discuss with us the practical ways that we as parents, as families, and as our community, what ways in which we can undergird and reinforce and model to our young women what it means to be confident. And when I was looking up the word confident, I just wanted to share the
Yes.
definition. Confidence means feeling secure of yourself
Mm,
and your abilities, not in an arrogant way, but in a realistic, secure way. Confidence isn't about feeling superior to others, it's a quiet inner knowledge that you are capable, that you are
mm,
capable. And we know, according to the word, it says that I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. And that key thing is through Christ, through
mhm,
Christ, who strengthens me. And then it also says confidence stems from a combination of internal self worth and action oriented habits, such as embracing authenticity, being your true self, not being fake, not being phony, not
mm.
wearing a mask, but being
Yeah.
who God created you to be and
Yes.
being
That's right.
secure in that. And then
Mhm.
taking risks despite fear. Taking risks
Yeah.
despite fear. That goes back to you can do all things through Christ, which strengthens you. Some things you might have to do may require you to take risks, may require you to take a step of faith, but you have that confidence in knowing that
Mhm.
when you take that step, God is with you and He will see you through. And
Yes.
Yes.
then maintaining a positive inner narrative, having that positivity on the inside of you, pulling down those negative thoughts, those thoughts that make you think that you're less than, or those thoughts that make you think that uh you're worthless, that you're incapable, that you're inadequate, low
Yes.
self-esteem. So these are the things that
Yeah.
we're going to be talking about and addressing in this episode.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Awesome. Pastor V, we have such an awesome guest on today.
Yes.
She, uh, our guest from March the 8th, was once again, Miss Jackie Tillotson, and we have her here today.
Yes.
And we want to highlight her a little bit because we really appreciate her. We
Mhm.
really appreciate her, and we love the spirit that she's led with and the God in her. So I'm gonna let Pastor V just kind of love on a little bit and share something about uh, Miss Jackie with y'all today. We're gonna give her. We're gonna spotlight on her a little bit.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Excuse me. So
Uh-oh. Hold your hat. Hold your hat. Hold your hat. No, I'm just kidding.
you said hold your hand. Well,
Yes.
Minister Jackie G, she is a devoted wife of Reverend Albert G, and she is a proud mother and grandmother and a passionate servant of the Lord. And she
Yes.
serves as Christian Education Director of Turning Point Faith Ministries under Apostle Dr. Cassandra Scott and as CSM Tribe of Zebulun 2 Director under Pastor Veronica Harrison. Praise
Yes.
God. And
Yes.
she's with over 25 years in ministry.
Mm,
And she's a certified Christian educator, a teacher, and intercessor whose
awesome.
home now serves as an apostolic hub,
Mm,
caring hearts.
Yes.
Minister G also ministers in the marketplace through Mary Kay. So if you need some Mary Kay, you need to call Miss Jackie and she can hook you up. And Mary Kay
I
and
hook you up. I'll hook you
medical
up.
operations.
Yes.
that's
And
good.
this is her mandate. And um, we're just so happy that she's here with us today. And we're just so glad that she's taking the time out of her busy schedule to come and just spend a little time with us and expound with us about this topic on today.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Well, I am
absolutely.
so happy to be here with y'all too. And as I salute Dr. Lady Ned and her inviting me to come on, and you ladies just holding up this bloodstained banner and holding us to a standard to know what should we do to build a confident woman, what needs to change. This is such an important topic.
Yes,
And I just think it's so important because as you were reading, both of you all were just talking about just where we are and what's in society. I just kind of reflected back that I had been all of those young ladies, low
mm,
self-esteem. I had been
Mm,
all of those ladies. And so what culture had to be changed then now supersede even the more so now. What culture, what do we need to change to help our young ladies to
mm,
build confidence, to know their self-worth? And yes, it starts with the relationship with Jesus Christ
mm,
and getting your identity. You reflecting from him. You are
mm,
queen. This is what he
yes,
says. You are
mm,
the head.
mm,
You're above. You're not beneath. Just and meditating on what that is. What
mm,
is and just
mm,
yes,
feeding your inner spirit to know who you really are. And I think that's a great place to start. And then your
yes.
environment, what's around you. Even
mm,
if, like Pastor Valencia said, your inter dialogue. What's going on in the inter dialogue? Just not around you. But what are you saying
Mm-hmm.
about yourself? What do you believe
mm,
Yes,
when you hear
yes,
things? No matter if your auntie said something or your uncle said something, what do you believe is true
mm,
about you?
yes.
And
Mm-hmm.
just regurgitating that, just regurgitating that. So transforming your mind with the word still takes place with youth, not just
Mm,
adults, not
that's
mm,
not
right.
just a director, not just a pastor, not just an evangelist. No, this is a daily thing, and sometimes it's
Mm-hmm.
all day, depending on what the attack is.
mm,
Sometimes the attack
Yes.
is, like, oh, wow,
Yeah.
okay, let me get myself together here. We're bobbing
mhm.
and weaving with our full armor on. We're still fighting. But just think about our youth. They're going up against so much. So
Yes.
Yes.
much. So much. I
Mhm.
love to
Exactly.
talk about it. Let's talk about it, ladies.
I know it. I know it. It actually needs to be talked about. It really does because um at every point at every point these young ladies, the women today, they're being shaped for our future. You know, we're carrying the torch now, but who's coming behind us?
Yes.
Mm,
Our
mhm,
daughters, our nieces,
Mhm.
mhm.
right? Our
Right.
cousins.
Yes.
Yes,
Granddaughter.
our
Yes.
children, our
Mm,
grandchildren.
mhm,
Yes.
mm,
I
They're
mean,
coming.
how often, and then we're going to get into, some discussions and questions. Once again, everybody, please feel free to comment in the comments and we'll make sure to address them, okay? But how often have we seen the ball dropped
Yeah.
by
mm,
those that are in place right now?
mhm,
Yeah.
How
mhm,
often have we seen the ball drop?
Yeah.
So we're gonna take everything that was given to us and we're gonna give it to them.
mm.
And that is something that we have to be intentional about. We are shaping our future.
Yes.
We are shaping our future.
Yes.
And that's why this is so very, very important, right? So in the comments, we'd like for some of y'all to share, um, why is it important? Why is it important for us to build up and make sure that these young ladies today are packing some confidence that this world cannot touch? Why is that important?
Why?
Okay. Um, Jackie, I was looking here at
Mm.
some information or input that we have here, and I'm going to start with just simply asking you, can you share a moment? Can you share a moment from your childhood that impacted your confidence, whether positively or negatively?
That's a great question, Roz and Jeanette. I
Yes.
can. Two things stand out to me as you said that. I had my uncle. His name was Robert, and I was in elementary school, and so I gave my number out to a few friends, right? So they would call the house, and he would say, "You have the wrong person. You have the wrong person." They would say, "Jackie," and we're calling for Jackie, and they say, "No, no, Jackie lives here." All right. Well, because my family, my uncle, they called me Chris, and that's all that they called me. So they had a name for me, right? And if anybody else said anything different, they were wrong. That stood out to me because they loved me enough not to change their status of what they thought about me and who I was to them.
Mm-hmm.
And the love that grew from that enduring term. Even now, my family don't call me Jackie. My little cousins, and no one calls me that except someone from outside. But
Mm.
it's because that impacted me so because of the love and the adornment that my family had for me. And I can remember one other thing that kind of impacted my identity was we I grew up in Sunnyside, and there
Mm.
was a community club of ladies and men. They were just neighbors. They would get together and we would do fundraisers in this community club, and we would have a tea party. We would have a tea party at the nursing home, a fashion show, and that helped build our confidence. We were taught
Mm.
how to walk, we were taught what to wear, we were taught how to hold the teacup, we were taught how to eat, nibble on the cracker, the cookie. We were taught those things. So they put us in an environment to groom us to be ladies and how to handle ourselves out in public and how to cross your legs at your ankle, how to sit when you got in the chair. But that
Mm.
environment was intentional. Those two things really stood out to me when I think about my childhood. They were intentional on that, and it wasn't just one time, it was a constant environment. Then more young ladies in the neighborhood would come and they would learn, and we would do it together. We were out impacting the neighborhood, visiting the elderly, but learning who we were and how to love ourselves and how we presented ourselves to society. So those two things stood out to me when you asked that question. My childhood,
Yeah.
my
That
childhood, those two things.
that is really great. We have a response from Felicia. I'm gonna read that, and then Pastor V, I'll let you direct us on the our next step on our next question. Felicia says, not long ago that um, she was in thought, and God began to show her how every generation dropped the ball, but it was all a plan of the enemy's plan. So he could take advantage of the next generation, and it's up to those who knows to stop him. You
Mm.
see what she said? She
Mhm.
said, not long ago, I was in thought, and God began to show her in some kind of way how every generation dropped the ball, but
Mhm.
it was a plan. That sounds like something strategic.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why we have to be intentional about what we're doing with our children
yeah.
Mhm.
and those
Intentional.
people that are in our lives today. That's what the
Yeah.
word says. Charity begins at home. Yes, it's stuff going on out in the nation and everywhere else, but you can't forget about home.
Yeah.
You got to take care of home.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes. So thank you for that, Felicia.
Yeah. It was just something that she said about how in the you were talking about how in the neighborhood they had the youth or ladies to come together, young ladies come together, and they groomed you, they taught you how to sit, they taught you all these different things. And you just for myself, I don't see a lot of that like I used to,
Yeah.
because when I was coming up, um there was a lady, we had a career day at school. I think I might have been in the 8th grade, and this lady came out and she gave a presentation, and she had a modeling school. And when she
Mm.
said that, it's like all the girls just like, oh, it just caught all the girls' attention, like a modeling school. And so somehow or another, she, if you wanted to come, you could, she gave us the opportunity to, if we wanted to come, we could give our information. And somehow or another, I made contact, and I ended up going to this modeling school.
Wow.
Mm.
And this particular lady, she was African American. Her name was Flora McGee, and she
Mhm.
was well known at home in Birmingham. And the crazy thing is, my aunt, who was much much older than me, she went to the same school. But so
Oh.
she's been around for like years. And so by
Wow.
the time
Mhm.
I got around to her, she was more like senior citizen, but she still had that flair and that fashion. And
Yeah.
she
Mm.
showed us how to put on our makeup, she showed us how to
Mhm.
walk in heels and how to sit and all of those things. And I remember my going the first fashion show we had, it was my first time going out on the runway. And I remember my dad being there, and he was just so proud, like.
Oh.
I think he had got up and said some words about, how he really appreciated me being able to go into this modeling school. And maybe for
Mhm.
him, it was a challenge trying to show me how to be a young lady.
Yeah.
Um, but those things are very, very important. And also, when you're talking about, you said that you all did the fashion show at the nursing home and all of that. I feel like that helps you confidence wise to not only just deal with your age group, but deal with adults, and to have
Yeah.
that confidence. Because there's like a if you don't teach young girls how to engage with our older generation, it keeps that
Mhm.
generation gap there. And so one of the
Yeah.
things that my grandmother did coming up, when me and my sister little, because we were she was in a small community, everybody knew everybody. But she
Mhm.
had this thing where she was like, go to so and so, and I need you to take this to her, to mother Miss Wilson, or whoever was in the neighborhood. She wouldn't go. She would send me and my sister, and so we would go take this cake or take whatever this money, whatever it is she was giving, and we
Mhm.
would sit there and talk to them and have conversation with them.
Oh.
And so that taught us. So when we got around elderly people, it how sometimes elderly young people just kind of clam up when older
Yeah.
folks come around. Well, we knew
Yes.
how to talk and engage with them. And
Mhm.
That's
so
good.
that gives us that gave us confidence to be able,
Confidence.
do that. But I think my grandmother, like you said, you put them in an environment, you create that
Mhm.
environment where they learn these types of skills, these types of things where, they're not so withdrawn within themselves, but they can reach out and engage other people. And what I have
Yeah.
noticed a lot with this generation, they're so zoned in on their devices that even when
Mhm.
they walk in the room, they don't even acknowledge adults in the room.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
You have to tell them, hey, I need you to say hello, or
Mhm.
something when you come in. Those things that
Yeah.
we were taught, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, just common courtesy things. You
Mhm.
have to like literally like draw it out of them, eh, you know.
Throw it
But
out
for us, it was just that was the expectation. You don't come in a
yeah.
room and not acknowledge
And not acknowledge.
That's
adult,
right.
you know what I'm saying, or say good
That's right.
morning or good or something.
Yes.
And so I think those skills are still very important and very crucial, even raising this next generation, you
Yeah.
know, that you have to
Yeah.
get beyond this device, this thing in your hand, you know.
Yes.
And
Social
I
skills.
think we have, as parents, we're partly to blame for that because we allow it, because
Mm-hmm.
it's
Mm-hmm.
so easy just to let them have their little space in their phone or whatever. And you don't really have to, what I'm saying, you don't really have to think so hard about what they're doing. And because they're so preoccupied with this device that,
Mm-hmm.
hey, you
Mm-hmm.
know so I think that's
Mm-hmm.
something we should not continue to overlook when it comes to grooming them and showing them, how to engage with others and have actual social skills, not just for social
Yes.
media, but just person to person,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
you know.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And so
Um,
that's just my observation.
yeah, and it's a good one
Mm-hmm.
too. It's a
It
good
sure
one.
is.
Just
It
even
sure is.
the
Yeah.
basics has been lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pastor D, can you start us out right there? I mean, with family and parenting influence, some questions under there that we can address.
Okay.
Family and parenting influences, like the first one, and we'll go on to the next one. What are some everyday parenting habits that intentionally, I think this is very, very important. Not to
Mm-hmm.
think, I
Mm-hmm.
know it is. What
Yeah.
are some everyday parenting habits that intentionally, and I think we covered this the last, but we're going to start right there. I'm sorry. What are some everyday parenting habits that unintentionally weaken a girl's confidence?
Oh, that's a good one.
We don't know we
Mm-hmm.
doing it,
Yeah,
but it's happening.
but it's
Come on,
happening.
ladies. Come on, ladies.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think not letting them have a say or have an opinion at all. I
Ooh.
remember growing up and you were seen but not heard.
Mm-hmm.
But as I became an adult, and even with my kids, I tried to pair them to have dialogue with me. Why would you like to do that?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the benefit of that is? What is your opinion on that? To let them kind of help them rationalize with better decision making.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think in a I don't think intentionally you may want to avoid hearing your child's opinion or getting their insight on something. So I think you kind of hush them up where they don't have a voice. And then when
Mm.
it's time to have a voice, they don't know how to have a voice.
Yeah.
They
Mm-hmm.
don't know what direction to take. Or they don't know the proper way of the dialogue to have some facts that go along with their opinion. And not
Yes.
one of cursing, not one of choice words, just a dialogue of a conversation that builds their confidence to know, yes, you have a valid point and stand on your point.
Mm-hmm.
And as a parent, the final word is yay or nay from here. But
Mm-hmm.
just helping them know and how to engage to have a point. I think unintentionally we stop them from having a voice and
Yeah.
to become robotic in what they're doing
Mm.
and
Mm-hmm.
being seen,
That's
not
it.
heard. Just robotic. Just
Mm.
go along with everything. Don't, turn the apple cart up. No, if you see something wrong, say so.
Mm-hmm.
Have
Yes.
a voice
Exactly.
about it. But not having a voice and saying that everything's okay is not okay. Because
Mm-mm.
there's some things going on in this peer circle that's not okay. Cutting and there's stuff going on that they're dealing with that's not okay. And not saying
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
anything to anybody doesn't make it okay.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't build their confidence in having a voice.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Thank you for that. You are so right.
Mm-hmm.
That's on point. It don't get no clearer than that.
Yeah.
No, and I remember even in my marriage, my first marriage, I could not communicate what I liked, what I didn't like. I just couldn't even, I couldn't communicate because I wasn't taught how to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm.
I accepted a lot of things. I even accepted um, whatever love that was shown to me that really wasn't love. I accepted so much. And so
Mm-hmm.
after a while, your self esteem goes down because you're just accepting, you're accepting, you're accepting, you're accepting. And you never stand to say, hey, that's not quite right. Or
Mm-hmm.
your
Yeah.
action made me feel this way. It took a long time to build my confidence up to say, no, I don't think that that's good for me.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But the world beat it down. So I can imagine the girls now today
Mm-hmm.
with their peers or all these imageries coming to them. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
just things that you don't take, you take for granted that they
Mm-hmm.
see on their phones, they see on their
Mm-hmm.
computer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And you're not bombarding it with any other information as the parent.
Yeah.
You're just letting the you're just letting the real play. You're just letting
Mm-hmm.
the real play.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we got to be intentional with our girls if we're going to build confidence in them so they know
Mm-hmm.
their identity and who they are and their self-worth is
Mm-hmm.
not about an image that
Mm-hmm.
they
Mm-hmm.
see. So that's my take on it with
Mm-hmm.
intentional parenting.
Yes.
I was going to say also, you mentioned something about well, one of the was something you said, but it just triggered something when you're talking about confidence for young women. And I know as a young lady, I mean, you have this dream that one day you're gonna meet your Prince Charming. He gonna come and you gonna marry and you gonna live happily ever after, or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so many young women, young girls, uh, they need to know what true love really is,
Yes.
because when they are confronted with what they thought was true love and they find out that it's
Yes.
not, it can be
Not.
devastating.
Yes.
It can be devastating to a young girl, especially a young girl who have never ever, like she maybe have had a crush on a young fellow, or maybe just fell in love, for the first time. And when
Mhm.
she gets that initial heartbreak,
Mm.
Yes.
it just, I mean, if that don't zap your confidence.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I mean, I can recall that as a young girl. Like it just
Yeah.
really, when I had my heart broke for the first time,
Yes.
it like zapped my confidence. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I know it did.
I
I
mean,
know it
it
Yes.
did.
just, I can't
Yes.
even describe
Yes.
the feeling, but I
The
remember that,
feeling.
you know,
Yeah.
and it begin to make you question yourself. Like, is it something wrong with me?
With
Or
me. What's wrong with me?
what did you go through all of these emotional, changes, and you looking at yourself some type of way. I mean, it does something to your self-esteem.
Yes.
And I feel
Yes, it
like
does.
we I mean, we and probably because I really wasn't mature enough at that time to even undergo something like that. And I think
Yeah.
Mhm.
that's what happens a lot of times with a lot of our young girls. They get into these type of situations and they don't have the maturity for it, first of all. And
Yes.
so
Right.
we as parents need to be aware of that, and we
Mhm.
need to guard them when it comes to that time where they feel like they have an interest in boys or whatever, to begin
Yeah.
to lay out to them what does true love look like.
Look
And
like.
this
Yeah.
is what you will
Mhm.
accept, and this is what you won't accept. You
Yes.
know,
Yes.
these are the boundaries you set, and
Yes.
and that's it. And
Mhm.
Yeah.
begin to build that in them early on, you know,
Early.
so they won't find themselves in a situation that even if they do have a heartbreak, it don't just take them out. It
Right.
take
Yes.
them out for a
Right.
Yes.
minute.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To the
Yes.
point that you might want to, you become depressed,
Mm-hmm.
or
Yeah.
you thinking you want to commit suicide.
Yeah.
It don't
Self-harm.
become so
Mhm.
extreme.
Yes.
And I see that a lot now, that these
Oh yeah.
the emotional state that they're the range of emotions that they're feeling, it's
Yes.
much more extreme than what we were dealing with coming up.
Yeah.
And so
You're
we
right.
really need to be paying close attention to the signs and the red flags. Don't just
Mm-hmm.
overlook,
Mm-hmm.
don't ignore it and make it, and don't think like, oh, they'll get over it. It's just no, you need to get in
Oh.
there in the trenches with them, and you need to be asking questions and doing
Mm-hmm.
inquiries, and you need to be you need to be like the FBI. I don't say like, be you don't have to be noticeable, but you can do it in such a way where they don't feel like you intruding on their space, but you got to be all up in their
Yeah.
business.
Right.
Yes.
That's it.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And you know what? I wish that I had somebody. Not that my mother didn't love me, not
Mm-hmm.
that my brothers and
Mm-hmm.
sisters didn't love me, but
Mm-hmm.
they can only give you what they had.
Yeah.
And
Come on.
sometimes what they have to give just it don't cut it. I mean, that's like saying, "Oh, I did my best, but I'm sorry, your best is not what was required." You
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
understand?
Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm-hmm.
wished, I had somebody speaking all this into my ear,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because how many of us, we were already grown. We were already with our own children before we learned some of the stuff we talking about today.
Yes. Yes.
So can you
Yes.
imagine what the young women today, the challenges that they have?
Yeah.
The both of you was
Yes.
right when you said you got to be intentional. You got to get in the trenches.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
If we care anything about if we care anything about um us being, parents, mentors, educators,
Mm-hmm.
aunties, if you care anything about these young women's future, that's what it's going to take.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Think back. I'm telling you right now, some of the stuff I didn't learn until I was, woo, I was already
Yeah.
30, 40 something years old
Yes.
already.
Mm-hmm.
Already.
So, so, geez, my heart goes out to the young ladies today. This is so necessary. And this is such an
Yes.
eye opener. I hope
Yes.
everybody on here, our topic today is raising the next generation of confident girls and what must change.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're
Mm.
discussing today. Put your comments about the topic, online.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Pastor B.
I have a question. Um, and this might from from a mother's perspective. Um, what role does a father or male figure play in shaping a girl's self-esteem and confidence?
Oh, come on now.
Oh, now,
You
you
finna get
know,
started right now.
I think it all starts with the Father. To be basically honest, just
Yeah.
like our relationship with the Heavenly Father, it all starts there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Could you
Mm-hmm.
imagine? My father was there, but then he was absent. My stepdad did the best he could with the tools that he had growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but still, even with a father showing, we would go out on dates, a father investing,
Mm-hmm.
get the door, pull it, a father love.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I can remember
Yes.
my first husband, my dad said, no, you can't have her hand. Because
Hmm.
he didn't see what he needed to see.
Mm-hmm.
And I should have been wise enough to catch on to that thing, but I wasn't. But
Mm-hmm.
it's important. I think that's a valid point, Pastor Valencia. A male, a father has a lot to offer
Yes.
to help build the confidence of
Mm-hmm.
the young woman. It's different from
Mhm.
the mother because they're gonna do what they see the
Mhm.
mother do. Okay,
Mhm.
I mean they're just
Mhm.
gonna model the mother, but
Mhm.
how to build the confidence from a whole nother. Because if we're honest, we look for an approval from a man. We look for their
Yeah.
compliment. We look for their pat on the back. We look for that. But if it came
Mhm.
from your father first,
Mhm.
wow,
Yes.
what would that do to a young lady's confidence? I think
Yeah.
it's
Yes.
vital.
Yeah.
Yes. Pastor V, I know you have something to input on that. Let me
Mhm.
Yeah.
say this. Let me say this first.
Mhm.
My father died when I was 2.
Mhm.
Oh,
Mhm.
So, and we're talking about the father or the male role
Figure.
figure,
Mhm.
mhm.
right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Yes.
So let me just say this. There was one, and I'm not going to go into details, it would take too long, but I clung to that father role model because, Jackie, I did want male approval. I did want to
Yeah.
see what a man was supposed to look like, sound like. And so many times, if we end up not with such a good one, we got to take
Hmm.
that round the way to get to finally come across one that does
Yeah.
exemplify what you should look for in a man. So
Mhm.
so many times
Yes.
we encounter that role model or that father figure that says, and we trust that. It's
Yes.
like, well, my daddy, my daddy
Yeah.
smoked weed and got high every now and then, so ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
My
Mhm.
Yeah.
my daddy,
Yeah.
been married to my mama for 35 years, and I can think of, and he's a good man. I know he didn't come home sometime at night, but he a good man. What does that do?
Yeah. What does that do?
It
Yeah.
Now that they've been exposed to that, you
Hmm.
Mhm.
can almost kind of be conditioned to accept it. It's like, this ain't
Yeah.
Come
nothing new to me.
on. Come
This
on
ain't
with
Mhm.
nothing
that.
new to me.
Mhm.
You
This is
accepting
the
it.
behavior of somebody that I trusted, that I loved. They reared me, they guided me, they fed me, they clothed me, they took care of me. I trust
Yeah.
them. So it can't be all that bad,
Come
Mhm.
on.
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
What role do they play? A big one.
I
Yeah.
bet.
And the reason
Major.
why it's so important is because they learn the love of the Father through their parents and by them nurturing us, taking us to church, doing
Yeah.
Bible study together. But
Yeah.
until they get to that spiritual level, we're
Yeah.
responsible for
Mhm.
showing
Yeah.
them what the love of the Father looks like.
What it looks
Mhm.
like. Come on,
Oh,
Jeanette.
that you didn't touch the nerve right there. Go on,
Yeah.
Pastor D.
Yeah.
You,
Bring
you
it
touched the
on home.
nerve.
Bring it on in.
But
You didn't touch the nerve right there.
I think that the having that. Well, I know what um, my dad was always in the home. Uh, and I mean, over the years, I literally watched my parents grow up because they were very
Wow.
young when they married. My mother was like, uh, I'm thinking she might have been like 18. My dad's 20.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
Wow.
so they literally grew up in front of us. And
Yeah.
you know, but I initially my mom was at home with us. My dad, he would go to work, and make the money, come home. My mama was the homemaker. That was for a little while
Yeah.
until
Yeah.
she wanted to go out into the workforce, and work for herself, But even at
Yeah.
that, he was still there. They worked, both had jobs and whatnot, and so they worked out our schedules, and somebody was always at home. And if they couldn't be,
Yeah.
then we were with somebody, you know.
Yeah.
But my dad pretty much just set the for me, as a male figure, he sets the tone for the home.
Yeah.
He literally set the tone, you know, and so to me, my dad was more of a well, he's all that. But growing up, I felt he was more like a protector to
Mm.
me because uh everybody in the neighborhood, I don't know where they got this idea from about my dad, because my dad never walked around toting a gun. But that was the word in the neighborhood. Don't you go mess with them Benjamin girls, because their
Yes.
daddy, their daddy
Okay.
got a gun. My
That the
daddy
feel God
had
in
no
them.
gun. But that was the word going out in the neighborhood. Because they would try to come up to our yard or whatever. And my dad might be out there working in the yard. My dad's a big, tall dude. So, you just ain't gonna come up on him no way.
Yeah.
So that's my memory, my recollection. But it makes a big difference, because I know if anything went down, I know who I was gonna call. I was gonna call my daddy.
There you go.
Yeah.
And he was gonna handle
Period.
it, you
There
know.
you go. There
So
you go.
Yes. Yes.
I think that makes, for a young girl, I think it makes all the difference. It makes all the difference. But the
It does.
challenge is, and that has been my challenge as well, is raising up a daughter with the father not present, and being
Mhm.
able to still instill in them the confidence they need. Um, but at the same time, surrounding her with other positive males that can pour into her, where her father,
Mhm.
you know, um,
Mhm.
when he wasn't,
Mhm.
present, or what have you.
Yeah.
But even
Yeah.
to this day, she still have a relationship with her father. It is what it is. She tries to keep that connection. Um,
Mhm.
and so, but then I'm amazed at how much confidence she has, because at her age, I didn't have that, even though I had
Mhm.
my dad. But I'm just
Yeah.
Yeah.
amazed at how, and Sister Rosa that know my daughter. I mean,
Yes.
it's just I'm just amazed at how she has just flourished in
Mhm.
in who she is, and her
Wow.
her confidence. I mean, but even as a young girl, she had it already. That confidence was
Mhm.
there, and I think
Mhm.
it's I think it's because I can attribute it, because in the beginning her dad was present, and when she was younger, I believe he instilled that in her
Mhm.
in the beginning,
Good.
and
So
so it
see,
just stuck with her, you
yeah.
know. And
See.
so she just always had that confidence. When she come out,
Mhm.
I was very shy
Mhm.
and reserved. She's just like, hey, I'm here.
So even that time period mattered when he
Yeah,
was
it did. It
there.
made it
That
made
time
a
period
difference.
mattered.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I have some we have some wonderful comments from our viewers. And then Pastor B, I'll let you take us to the next question. Tanya, our sister Tanya Alexander, she stated,
Tanya.
we we have to continue to fight in the spirit, watch
Yes.
and pray against the tactics of the enemy. Back in the day, our elders would verbally address the young ladies to put some clothes on.
Oh.
Mm.
We need to engage more with them. Yes, you right.
Yes.
You
Yes.
right. You right. Stop
Yeah.
thinking you care too much of you paying attention to what they gonna think and what they gonna feel. That's why your mouth is shut and you won't tell them what they need to hear. Go
Yeah.
put some clothes on.
Yes.
Felicia
Mhm.
stated, always focusing on their flaws instead of encouraging them to be better is one for sure. So she's
Mhm.
pointing
Wow.
that out.
Yeah.
We can't always focus on their flaws because all of
Yeah.
us have some.
Yeah.
We
If
got
you
him.
point out their greater attributes, their talents, their gifts, their the
Yeah.
efforts that they make.
Mhm.
Talk
Mhm.
about that, right?
Mhm.
Felicia
Yeah.
also said, this is why it's so important as a role model. We have to make sure we set good examples before those who are watching
Mm.
Yeah.
because 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 you are being watched. We are being watched and
Yeah.
someone is going to model what they see. Oh, that's good,
Ah.
Felicia. That's
Mm.
good right there.
Mhm.
That is
Yeah, it
good
is.
right there.
Mhm.
Yes, that is very
Yeah.
good. And we know this, but we need reminders like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Somebody's watching you.
Yeah.
Your life is not your own.
Mm-hmm.
Your life is not your own. You think you're not being watched, but you are. You
Yeah.
think they're not listening, but
But
they
they are
are.
listening. Yes,
They're
ma'am.
Yes.
listening.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
they are
Mm-hmm.
listening.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I know
Like
that
that.
Miss Jackie is into Mary Kay, and I know she got some nuggets to shed on this question. Um,
Uh-oh. Okay.
what cultural standards around beauty or behavior needs to change for girls to thrive?
Mm. Read that
Mm.
again. Read that
What
again.
what cultural standards around beauty or behavior need to change for girls to thrive?
Oh, come on now. Oh, that was a whole bunch
That's
of
an
stuff.
excellent question.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I've seen some cultural changes that I like. Everybody's not a size 6
Mm-hmm.
everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's not a paper bag color. Everyone is not just with straight hair. I like some of the cultural changes that are going on even now across the board. There are people with freckles and they're not trying to hide them. There are
Mm.
people with dimples, they're not trying to hide it. There are people that are size 26 that are not trying to hide it.
That's right.
I like the way we're already embracing a different ambiance.
Mhm.
We are open to Lizzo, whatever size she's gonna be in whatever year. We're open to Jill Scott. We're open to others that we see that are not a perfect size. They're not their hair is not perfectly in place. Uh
Mhm.
a woolly look is okay. I
Mhm.
mean, bald is okay. It's this new thing is being embraced, and you don't have to have on all this makeup.
Yeah.
It's skincare, not a powdered down look. I love it because that means that we can be natural. Our beauty can shine out, and it's not an outward beauty. It's something that comes out, and this helps with confidence.
Mhm.
Yes.
This helps
Yes.
with confidence to know
Mhm.
that you're
Yes.
accepted and you're loved, no matter your size, no matter no hair, no matter what's going on with your skin complexion, even. It is wonderful. When
Mhm.
I grew up, it was a certain way, it was a
Yeah.
certain look,
Yep. Mhm.
and that was accepted. Now, other things are being embraced.
Mhm.
Braids in the marketplace, oh,
Ooh.
that's being accepted. Not
Yeah.
just
Mm-hmm.
summertime. It's
Mhm.
wonderful. I see
Yeah.
the change in the culture. I see the change. I see a big embrace from where I grew up. And I love the women power right now that I see because it builds the
Mhm.
confidence that you're
Mm-hmm.
beautiful no
Mhm.
matter what style, size, or hair type you have. I love
Yeah.
it. I love
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Take the limitations off for a young lady today to be able to be authentic.
Yes.
Mm.
Take the
Mhm.
Authentic
limitations
skin.
off.
Yes.
Mhm.
Take the stereotyping away.
Yes.
Mhm.
Take
Mhm.
them stop putting them in a category and boxes and for them to have to feel like they have to live up to.
Yes.
Yes. Hips
You
and
see?
butts and all of that is okay. It's okay now. Big lips are okay now.
he said, he said, okay now.
It's okay now.
Oh Lord.
Now this is actually March was International Women's Month, right?
Mhm.
That's how
Mhm.
we
Yes.
come about talking about all of this. And I remember
Mhm.
sharing with Lady Gina and Pastor D that okay, I know I got the braids, I got the weave. Talking about hair now,
Mhm.
and we're
Yeah.
talking about we're
Yeah.
talking about cultural standards around beauty. See,
Mhm.
Yes.
now I can do all that, But every now and then, this weave is coming out.
Come
The braids are
on.
coming out.
You said
The
every now
braids
and
are
then.
coming out. Huh? And I'm wearing me that
on.
Angela Davis afro, baby. Yes,
It's
I am.
coming. It's
Oh
coming.
yeah, I'm a sport the afro every now and then,
Every
Yeah.
now and then.
right?
Okay.
Simply because there are some things about our culture. It's not a fad. It's not it's not a trend.
No.
It's not. It is a voice. When
It's
I
a
wear
voice.
that afro, I don't have to say nothing. I'm telling you about the confidence that I have. I can do this.
Yeah. You can
I
do
can
it.
do it just like that.
On. Come. Let's talk about it.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You speaking
Yes.
loud. You
Yes.
speaking loud now. You speaking loud.
Yes.
Those women, for whatever reason, your head is bald or whatever. Don't look. I know you get tired of that hot wig. I know you.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah. I know you do.
You are beautiful. God created you with a type of beauty that ain't nobody else has. Don't nobody have the beauty that you have, young ladies, young women today. You were created. You were fearfully and wonderfully made. You don't need no confirmation. You don't need
Validation.
you don't need no
No.
validation. You don't need nobody to validate it, to make it true.
Yeah.
You are enough all
You
by
are enough.
yourself.
Yes. Enough.
You came here equipped with everything you need to follow your dreams, your aspirations, your desires. You have
Yes.
it all. Baby, if you're looking for some magic, stop looking out here. It's in here.
It's in here.
It's in here. Okay, I'm gonna come. Okay, Pastor V. I'm gonna come. Calm down.
I love it.
I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna calm down.
That
why.
you ain't gotta put on. You ain't gotta paint it on. What?
Yeah.
The beauty don't have
That's
the beauty
why.
ain't the lashes.
Yeah, I'll
The
leave
beauty
them off
ain't
some.
Mary Kay. Come on.
You'll catch me. You'll catch me every now and then without these lashes. Trust me. Yeah.
Come on.
So
Or nails. Or nails.
Yeah.
It's okay.
okay. It's okay. Now, ladies, this is why, and then I'm gonna let you pass the V. This is why our founder, Lady Dr. Gina Ned, God gave it to her, and she was obedient. With Unruffled Ladies since 2016. We've been on this platform. The reason why you haven't seen us live on Facebook Live is because we were in the venues. We was in the hotels. We was at Egg and I. We was at the park. We was at Painting with a Twist. And I'm telling you, our gatherings, God did it. God brought us together. God brought us together, and women were blessed. Women were inspired. Women, we seen it and we experienced it, right? So why? For the very same reason we're here, and we want you to encounter what it truly means to be unruffled, balanced, at ease, and confident. Balanced, at ease, and confident. It takes a woman to be, and I'm speaking about a woman right now. It takes a woman to become humble, to be able to embrace who God says she is. Because it is so great. And you ain't supposed to get the big head. It says pride comes before a fall or destruction. But so you got to humble yourself to wrap yourself in who God says you are. Because it's a lot. And it's powerful.
Yes.
It's powerful.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
My.
Oh, come on, Pastor V. Come on, Pastor V. Oh, this is
Well,
good.
ladies, it's 5 o'clock.
No.
What? No.
It's 5 o'clock. So we got to
Come
get
on, let me see some comments. Y'all not ready to go, are you?
No,
Y'all not ready.
no. We just get fired up.
So we got
We,
to get ready
we
to
just
close
got
out.
unruffled.
Oh boy, this has been a conversation.
Wow.
Um, but one thing is clear: confidence in girls, it don't happen by chance. It doesn't happen by chance. It happens when families, communities, and mentors intentionally create
Yes.
spaces where girls are heard,
Good.
valued, and encouraged to be their authentic selves.
That's good.
You know,
That's
just
real
letting
good.
them know to be yourself. You be you. You be you.
Yeah.
You be you.
Yes.
So this has been an awesome conversation, an awesome discussion. We just need we need to commit to speaking life into our girls,
Yes.
speaking life into
Yeah.
them,
Yes.
Yeah.
speaking
Yes.
into their gifts and their talents and their abilities, reminding them that their voices matter
They
Yes.
matter.
and their
They matter.
ideas matter and their
That's right.
presence in this world
Matters.
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 Yes,
How
Lord.
many young ladies get overlooked?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, the ball has been dropped.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, we have not just our own, but we have a lot of ladies that are in foster homes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're in the system.
Yeah.
And these young ladies, you know, we need to be mindful that in any way possible that we can pour into them or have some type of impact, especially for
Yeah.
those that are orphaned.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes.
that impact and that reach needs to go a long ways.
Yes. Yes.
So, as you know, as we close out today, we hope that we touched on something that made you think, made you
Yes.
kind of change your perspective about some things, about how you might even talk to your um young lady or your little girl. It might cause you to really think in ways that you can be intentional,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and
Yes.
pouring into them. And so we want to thank you for joining in with us on this conversation, and don't let the conversation end here. You know.
Yeah.
Pastor B, Felicia said, keep talking.
Uh-oh.
She said, ladies,
Uh-oh.
keep talking. Keep talking, ladies.
Okay.
Well, the idea is that once we have closed this conversation, you will continue the conversation with yours.
There you go.
You will
That's
There we
extend
awesome.
go.
it beyond this broadcast. You will go, and
Yes.
it will extend beyond us into your home, into your family, into
Yeah.
your community. Wherever you are, whoever,
There you
whatever
Yeah.
young
go.
lady that you can touch, that you have influence over, you know,
Yeah.
Yes.
you can be an impact upon their life. And so we pray that
That's
Mm-hmm.
we
good.
encouraged you, we inspired you, to be better,
Mm-hmm.
be a better parent, be a better mentor, be a better
Oh,
teacher,
yes.
a better model, for the young
Yeah.
ladies that you're around, that see you
Yeah.
on the regular, you know.
Exactly.
Um,
So Jackie, thank you once again for being our guest today.
yes,
Thank
thank
After
you,
a
you.
while,
guys.
Thank you.
we're gonna stop calling you a guest. But thank you for coming back. Thank you for coming back. And guys, join us again. It's every second and fourth
Yes.
Sunday live, Unruffled Ladies. We'll see you again on April the 12th. And please,
Okay.
if you watch the broadcast, send your ideas on topics that you think we need to touch on. We want to hear them. Okay.
Yes, and
So
share this broadcast with somebody, a young lady or a mother, somebody
Yeah.
that's having a time trying to get through to their daughter or granddaughter, whoever it is, their niece, whoever it is. Share it with them. Share this broadcast.
please, Please,
Share.
please.
Share.
We love you
Share
guys.
light.
We love you guys. Y'all have a wonderful Sunday. God bless you. Until the next time.
Bless you all.
All righty, y'all. See you next
Bye.
time. Enjoyed it.
Bye, Pastor.